Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. An update from the Ukraine war and a statement coming from Dmitry Medvedev. Dmitry Medvedev was not included in the negotiating team, the Russian negotiating team in Riyadh, but I suspect that he might be used in the future. Why? You want the Cerberus to come to you with a vengeance. That is the good cop, bad cop, game. So let's see what happened in Ukraine overnight from the 19th to the 20th of February 2025. First article comes from the Ukrainians, from Ukrinform. Ukrainian forces destroy 80 enemy drones, 78 vanish from radar. So it's 158 drones. But it says that probably more than 158. Because usually that's what they say. Russian forces launch a combined missile and drone attack targeting critical infrastructure in the Kharkiv region. Kharkiv is right here. Kharkiv region. I will also tell you about the Russians liberating, conquering, how we were taking over a village in Kursk in Russia, where it seems like the Russians are pushing back the Ukrainians. Also, the Russians are advancing in Donetsk, and supposedly the Ukrainians regain some positions in Donetsk by Pokrovsk. I will show you maps and articles. So let's see what else these guys have to say. In total, up to 14 missiles were used, including Kh-101, Kh-55SM cruise missiles launched from the Volgograd region, Kalibr Iskander-K cruise missiles launched from the Black Sea, Crimea, and Iskander M/K and 23 ballistic missiles launched from the Voronezh. So we have Volgograd, and I think that is by 295. And then we have the Black Sea and I have Voronezh. Voronezh is right here. This is the region of Voronezh. The other one is Black Sea in south, right here, probably from some Kalibr cruise missile carriers here. And the other one, the Volgograd, is by Volga, north of Caspian Sea, in that area, in the east. Let's see what they attacked. All right, they say additionally, the enemy launched 161 attack drones. So 161 attack drones and 14 missiles. The Russians have been consistent. Lately, I noted, and I made a video on that yesterday, started launching drones every night, more than 150 drones. If you look back at my videos, and not only was 163, 167, 153, 157, something like that. So the Russians are pushing to destroy these guys now that they are starting the negotiating process. So it says they launched these 161 drones from Milerovo, Oriol, Bryansk, Kursk, and Primorsko-Akhtarsk. So these are located. So they launched the UAVs from Bryansk, Oriol, Kursk, these three regions right here. Then Milerovo is right here where this strange thing is. Right here is Milerovo. And then Primorsko-Akhtarsk is by the Sea of Azov, right here. This is Primorsko-Akhtarsk right here. So Primorsko-Akhtarsk across from Mariupol, if you want, Sea of Azov, Milerovo right here, and then here the three oblasts, Bryansk, Oriol, Kursk. And let's see what they attacked. All right, they attacked Kharkiv, Poltava, Sumy, Kiev, Cherkasy, Chernihiv, Kirovohrad, Dnipropetrovsk, Kherson, Mykolaiv, and Odessa. This is all the Fertile Crescent, it seems like. So it's Kiev, Chernihiv, Sumy, Kharkiv, Dnipropetrovsk, Mykolaiv, Kherson, and Odessa. So this area, no more than the eastern part, not the center, but the eastern part of Ukraine was attacked. New Voice of Ukraine. Ukraine's air defenses counter a massive Russian strike, down 80 Shahed drones. Okay, let's see what else. What did they hit? According to Ukrainska Pravda, today, the 20th of February 2025. What, meow meow, are you coming here? The cat is here. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come over here. Are you gonna go behind me? Go behind me. He sits behind me and the seat over there. He's gonna take a nap. There you go. All right. So Russia carries out large-scale overnight attack on Ukraine's gas infrastructure, Ukrainian energy minister says. Interesting, lately they said that lately, all this war, whatever it was, military operation, these guys reported that the Russians attacked only civilian cities and kindergartens, hospitals, and nothing, military structures, no, but now is gas. Russia carried out large-scale missile and drone attack on Ukraine's gas infrastructure on the night of 19th to 20th of February, damaging production facilities, not military, just productions. So we're damaged. Do I have some locations? Right here. Russia has continued to target energy facilities in Odessa Oblast for the second night in a row. This time Russian forces hit a power facility belonging to Ukraine's largest private energy company, DTEK. Remember, the Ukrainians have been targeting Russian... push this back. All right. Russian oil depots, oil refineries, and distribution centers a few days ago, even owned partly by Chevron, and the other one was what? Chevron and Texaco, Texacom, something, two American companies. So they attacked that. And again, we have another article from New Voice of Ukraine. Russia targets Ukraine's gas infrastructure in night attack. So again, this guy says that they attacked anywhere else but Odessa. Let's see what else if they give us. In Kursk Oblast with 14 missiles, attacked critical infrastructure. They destroyed 87, 8 did not do squat. They say, okay, energy facilities in Odessa Oblast, second night, consecutive night. In Mykolaiv, an accident occurred in the energy system due to the Russian strike on thermal power plant, whereas Mykolaiv is by Odessa and Kherson. So here it is. Odessa is right here, Kherson is right here. Mykolaiv is Nikolaev. Odessa here, Kherson here, Nikolaev. So the Russians attacked Odessa, Nikolaev, and then they said Kharkov region, which is exactly here. All right, let's see what's next. According to Ukrainians, Ukrainska Pravda, Thursday, the 20th of February 2025, Russian forces capture Sverdlikovo in Kursk Oblast and advance in Donetsk Oblast. I will show you where Sverdlikovo is. Sverdlikovo is exactly here. All right, where is that? By Sudza, and I'm going to show you a different map. So this is the location. So this is Russia, this is Ukraine, this is Sudza. I'm going to show you Sudza because it's a very important town right here, and you're going to see it on the map. So it's northwest of Sudza by the border with Ukraine. This has been liberated by the Russians. And where is that located in a big scheme of things? No worries, right here is across from Sumy Oblast. That's Kursk Oblast. Let's go like this. Kursk Oblast right here. So this is where NATO invasion of Russia occurred. Remember Sudza? All right, now that we're going to see where Sudza is when this thing starts cooperating with us. Shall you? Shall you? No? Yes. Anyway, Sudza is right here. And this is where the liberated town is in this area. Remember, I will show you the location again. This little whatever bulge is here, and then Sudza right here. You look at the map, and you got this little bulge here, and you got Sudza right here. So it's right in this area, northwest of Sudza, as I indicated. Next, let's see what these guys are saying. So, and advance in Donetsk Oblast. So the Russians advance in Donetsk. Russian forces has captured a village of Sverdlikovo in Russia's Kursk Oblast and advanced near several settlements in Ukraine's Donetsk Oblast. And the enemy took Sverdlikovo and advanced near Dachnie, Zelnie, Pole in Burlatske. So Dachnia, I will show you where Dachnia is located, because they will say that the Ukrainian soldiers regained their positions in the settlement of Lishivka in Donetsk Oblast. Lishivka is next to Dachnia. I will show you right here. This is Lishivka. It's different because, you know, one map that I use is this, one map says this, and this is Dochazhnie. Well, this is it. So next to one another by Pokrovsk, which is right here. So southeast of Pokrovsk, this is where the Ukrainians claim they regained positions. The Russians, according to these guys, had a problem here liberating or conquering, taking over. Where is that located on the big scheme of things, on the big map? I use this one because it's very simple, very easy to figure out things. For people who never saw it before, Ukraine right there, Rampan-Sampa, and this is Donetsk People's Republic or Donetsk Oblast, and here is Pokrovsk. So we're talking about this area exactly here. So remember, Pokrovsk, the Russians call it Krasnoarmeysk, and we're talking about Lishivska, Lysyapachika, right here, and the Chistnya, Zelenia, Paka. The Russian advanced towards Pokrovsk. The Ukrainians say no, we regained positions over there, and that is again here. This is the area we're talking about right now. So again, meanwhile, the analysts noted that Ukrainian soldiers have regained their positions in the settlement of Lishivka. All right, and let's see what the Cerberus, as I call Dmitry Medvedev, who once was considered the most Western inclined, friendly. He now was activated to play the Cerberus, the bad guy, our, how do you call it, traditions, I will call it that, ancient Greek mythology, where the Cerberus was the defender, the protector at the entrance of Hades's realm, which is the realm of the dead. So Hades and Cerberus. Hades must be Putin, right? If the Cerberus is Medvedev. Hades, let's put it Hades. Russia Today. Zelensky could use dirty bomb, Medvedev claims. The Ukrainian leader could resort to a provocation in an attempt to hinder peace talks, the former Russian president has warned. And this is what he says. In a post on VK social media network on Wednesday, Medvedev, who now serves as the deputy chairman of Russia's Security Council, lashed out at Zelensky, calling him a puppet dressed up as the president of a disintegrating country. Referring to the US, he suggested that the Ukrainian leader has really pissed off his main benefactor, adding that Donald Trump is now blunt about Zelensky's responsibility for starting the war and is demanding a report about the stolen funds, end quote. If you're not familiar with that, Zelensky said that he doesn't know where about billion dollars are. All right, so this is what Medvedev said, and I'm quoting, "The rat has been driven into a corner. Its behavior is now totally unpredictable." I agree with that. Zelensky, he added, could, and I'm quoting, "create any provocation to upend a settlement and prolong the war to the last Ukrainian. We will use any means within his reach." The Ukrainian leader will use any means within his reach, including attacks against his own citizens, civilian population, or even using weapons of mass destruction, such as a dirty bomb. And I'm quoting Medvedev, "Immediate rat extermination will solve the problem." Oh, you gotta love this guy. Now, when you win, you usually don't get to extreme actions, but I will give you one example, and that is the United States of America. They used an extreme, I would say, genocidal, I have to go by syllabus, genocidal attack on two Japanese cities, remember 1945, dropping 2 atomic bombs to have them surrender. Remember, Harry Truman, the president of the United States of America at that time, said like this: "We're going to drop I don't even know if it's every day, one after another, we will bomb big Japanese cities until the government in Japan will unconditionally surrender." So bent over, pants down, or to the side, however you prefer, and smack. Right, so that's what it is. So they dropped the atomic bomb on the Hiroshima on the 6th, nothing happened. They dropped the next one in Nagasaki on the 9th, and the next one would have been, if I remember correctly, Yokohama. So, and then who knows, Tokyo, maybe Sapporo in the north, maybe Okinawa, whatever they did, but that was a crime. But this is the argument they used. By doing this, by committing a war crime, we saved our boys' lives, right? And we shortened the war. If you use the same logic for Putin, if you would say, how about we do this right now? We saved our boys' lives and we shortened this garbage, because once we do that, I guarantee you that everybody else's poops their pants. Would that be acceptable? Of course not. Of course not. So the same here. When you lose, you are more inclined to go to the extremes. And the way I think things will go, I don't think Zelensky could do this. Even if he wants, I don't think he could, because I don't think Zelensky really has, I don't think Zelensky has a lot of, how should I put it, I don't want to say power, decision-making power. I don't think. Why? I think the people around him could make Zelensky do whatever they want. I'm talking about the bodyguards, I'm talking about the military, I'm talking about the security forces. Even though he placed his people over there, I don't think those are his people. I think that those people were firstly vetted and approved by the big masters. And I suspect the big masters are United States of America. What the hell is going on? Piece of hair. United States of America, Great Britain. There are many interests over there. It's not only the Americans. And in America, it's not like a unified, oh, we're going to do this. There are interests. There are factions that fight for control and power. So some people appoint this, some people appoint that. But I'm guaranteeing you, Zelensky is not his own guy. If an order is given in one of these places, Zelensky is going to come to the TV and say, like Adolf said, under these circumstances, I can't lead anymore. So do whatever you want, guys. And he's going to go to London with his, I suspect, if not billions, but hundreds of millions. Or maybe he's going to go to New York. Usually that's where they go. All right, London and New York. So that's where you have Zelensky. Or if he plays idiot, he's going to say, you know what, let's have elections. These guys will pull some strings. I might win again. Or I might just retire as a great Ukrainian leader. Or if he really says no and becomes crazy, which I don't think he is, because why should you? I guarantee you this guy is wealthy or rich beyond anything. That's my suspicion. He's in charge. He's still the president. Why would he risk his helicopter or airplane being shot, or technical difficulties will have it, a hard landing, or I don't know, some people are behind him, bomb in the back, or he's gonna eat something, he's gonna have some stomach problems, or his face is gonna start inflating and explode. You know, all these things can happen, and he knows that very well. I think Zelensky is a prisoner over there. He's not a victim, but he's a prisoner of interests. Criminal interest. The same as Zaluzny, General Zaluzny in London. He's a prisoner. This guy was exiled. Zelensky is exiled in Kiev, put it this way. He's surrounded by people who I don't think follow his orders. They follow it because they are over there, but if they receive an order, I guarantee you Zelensky is no more. Thank you very much for being with me again today. If a decision for a dirty bomb is given, it's not going to be given by Zelensky. It's going to be given by other interests that I think they want to throw a little wrench into the works of Donald Trump or Putin or whomever. I predicted this, and I do it again right now. I predict that something major, a cataclysmic incident will be purged, allowed to happen in the United States of America or somewhere to such an extent that will derail this peace, not only the peace process, but will derail Trump's administration's seemingly good direction, except in the Middle East. He's just in the Middle East. Shalom. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.